Hello everyone, as promised, my next video is here now and we're going to talk about alpha, my alpha set, also all signed by the respective artists, all cards signed. And yes, it's certainly not a playset, otherwise I would certainly. So here, you see it better. The usual suspects: Animate Wall, Armageddon, Balance, further blue, green, red and white, circle of protection, missing card black, some light alters on the healing salve here. This one is double signed, one in gold and one in silver. As unusual, I have 3 reverse damages. Alpha rares are extremely hard to find. Finding them signed is even harder. Getting them signed usually riles up people quite a lot, but I keep on doing it anyway, as there are still a couple of hundred of each version out there, so it shouldn't be a problem. Then I think the playset of Wrath of Gods, certainly one of my crowning achievements here in the alpha set, because this one is freaking hard to find. Old signature, Richard Thomas. Here's a newer one. Then first piece of power, Zestra Recall. As you can see, a lot of it is missing in terms of double set up to a play set. It's just, I don't think it's worth investing money into more alpha rares or uncommons. I'd rather spend it on beta, which is my favorite set, or on some graded cards, which I will present in an upcoming set, or first portion of it, that is. Here, feedback also very hard to find because it's not really a playable card, and so feedback really assigned Quentin Hoover signed feedback. That's a tough one, and also extremely expensive because people know that Quentin passed away and that the card is hard to find signed. Lord of Atlantis, Mana Short, still one of my favorite artworks in here. It's the color, the blue card with the red rose. Here with an old Tom Renaissance. An old Snorri Sick. Here's a new one. I find some alpha, and when they're not overly expensively priced, then I grab them to fill out the empty spaces in here. But it's slowed down since the last gold rush of alpha since the beginning of 2018. So yeah, Time Walk, Time Twister. Then of course the doppelgangers. Also beautiful artwork. Then we're on to black. Also, something like Duck Ritual. It's crazy how expensive this one got. Here, as you can see, Richard Garfield signed on the contract itself. So yes, it's not actually signed by Doug Schuler, only Richard Garfield. So I might have to get that one signed at some later stage. It's actually very played. It's a highly played. Leech. Hippie. Mind Twist. Lord of the Pit. Nether Shadow. The Nettling Imp. Here, I don't think I'm missing something, or it's on its way to get signed. Let me just check. It is actually nothing. I think it's because later there is a card that takes up an extra space. You will certainly, I will show it to you afterwards. So there is nothing in between. Here, here nothing special. Royal Assassin, of course. Also, I think the Alpha one, Alpha near mint, now beyond $500. Crazy. Sinkhole. Going into red. Here a nice altar from Dan Fraser. Also here, 3 different variations of Quentin Hoover's signature Earthquake. Fork. Andy Ruzu, as said in the signed Unlimited set, also not easy to get. Here we go. Lightning Bolt with a beautiful altar over all 4 cards. The dragon. Really one of my favorite play sets I have in my collection. I think I bought that one on MTG Salvation for I don't remember, but I think I paid $50 per card some 7 or 8 years ago. And I remember that the seller contacted me, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and said, yeah, I made a really good deal on this. Yeah, with signed cards it's crazy, but I cannot imagine me selling this one here. It's just too nice a playset. Then here we have the Rock and the Rock Hydra. I saved some pages in here because it's extremely unlikely that I will get 2 more Rocks or Rock Hydras. Here, beautiful altar by Amy Weber. Then of course here the Satch Stroll, artist credited Jeff A. Mangus instead of Dan Fraser. That has been corrected in beta and going forward. Then of course Wheel of Fortune, that has been exploding in prices recently. Very nice altar, the Flaming Hammer. Birds of Paradise, the alpha texts with the double slash in the text box. They really had to iron out some bugs between alpha and beta. Fast bond. Elvish Archer, the 1-2 Elvish Archer. I forgot the Oriflame, of course. The 2 mana Oriflame. Here. Ice Storm. Llanowar Elves. Regeneration, also a playset. Timberwolves. Verduran Enchantress. One of the few misprints on the German version, the German black bordered version, first version of this card, said instead of every time you cast an enchantment, it's every time you cast a spell, which is crazy powerful, of course. Nothing special to see here. And then, of course, our friend Black Lotus, double signed, Chris Rush and Richard Garfield. Really nice one here. Copper Tablet, Chaos Orb, which also, as all the rares, exploded. Disrupting Scepter. Gauntlet of Might, Force Field. By the way, this part of the card is actually from the Mox Jet. You will see it later, that portion. I think there is a mural you can do with the Force Field here. Icy Manipulator, Howling Mine, Illusionary Mask. The artifacts, Juggernaut, some blood altars on them, JMD Tome, here the Meek Stones. Here you can see it's the same color variations as the Force Field has. I find it quite a nice gag. Then you have Mana Vault, of course. The remaining Moxes, Nevinyral's Disc, Altered Sol Rings. I can never get enough of those. It's also in my beta set. I keep on collecting them because I really like those altars. That's quite so nice. So, then finishing up the artifacts, Time Vault, Winter Orb, Sunglasses of Urza. Still can't believe you pulled that instead of a Black Lotus. It's extremely crazy. And then of course the duels, Alpha Duels. Only 9 of them. Volcanic is missing, as you certainly know. Those two I have twice. They are double signed. This one is also altered with a nice bridge by Rob Alexander. Yeah, it's quite hard. I'd really like to upgrade here, but forking over $3,000 or $4,000 for an improved version, it's just too much, and the prices keep on going up. So I think I will stay with this medium to highly played one. Yeah, so that, my friends, is Alpha. So I hope you enjoyed this video as well. Give me some comments if you have some feedback on what you would like to see next, or what you didn't like about this video, or what you especially liked about this video. As said, I'll probably do something about graded cards, which is a newer passion of mine, in the next video, before going into either Legends or some more beta stuff. Okay, thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day. Till next time, bye bye.